G'day guys, I'm Ben from All 4x4 Spares. We're an authorised dealer for GWorks trays and canopies. We are now able to fit your 4x4 ute out front to back. We're here today with the SDS 79 series and Adam's going to show you around.
Okay, so we'll start with the tray, and one thing that did draw us to GWorks was the attention to detail and how they were finished off. And the water and fuel fillers are one of those things. So we've got twin fillers on the other side for the Brown Davis tank and one for the standard tank. This side I've opted to just have the single filler and a cap. So we have twin water tanks. It fills into the top water tank and then filters down into the bottom one, giving us a total of 100 litres. We have a 4 litre a minute water pump and our little water outlet at the rear here with a snap fitting. That just works beautifully. So even if you take off your canopy, you still have all your water, and you do have the option to have the air compressor in the toolbox, which is what GWorks normally do, and I just had to be different and put in the canopy, but we'll show you that in a minute. Now this is a Gen 2 tray, which means you are able to slide in the tray side brackets and bolt sides on when you do remove the canopy, and it leaves you with no holes in the side of the tray when you do then take them off. So this extrusion runs right around the outside. It also gives you a myriad of tie down points, which we'll get into as we move around the back. Okay, so moving around towards the rear of the tray here, we do have some short little tray sides, being that this is a 1250mm canopy. Now, we've gone for that size canopy for a few reasons. One being, we don't want to make the rear of the vehicle too heavy. Not only that, we wanted to have some tray space, and we found that that is the perfect amount after doing a couple of trips into some cold climates for a really good night's worth of firewood, and that's one of the big reasons we did it. We're still yet to test whether the dog will be happy in there. We'll strap him down, he won't fall out, but we'll see how that works. We've got the ladder rack on the rear and the full rack through the top, which gives you so many options of fixing things too. You've got that option of being able to put stuff up on the roof rack. Okay, so the same extrusion that creates that removable tray side bracket that leaves no bolt holes also has this tie down groove cut into the top of it. Now, it not only gives you a myriad of fixing options, it actually is where the rear ladder rack gets fixed to, and also the canopy itself. So if you really wanted to change your setup, you remove the canopy, you remove the rear ladder rack, you remove the tray sides, there is not a single hole left in the whole tray, including the deck. Righto, I mentioned that it had a trundle tray just earlier there, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit more because I didn't realise I needed a trundle tray in my life until I had one. This is one of the handier parts and one of the parts I use nearly on a daily basis. You're always looking for a pair of pliers or a bit of electrical tape, or you know, you charge it for your chainsaw and chainsaw batteries. It just is a perfect little workspace. Now, it is quite a short trundle tray, obviously, because we have the water tank in front. Personally, I think this is about all you need. Thinking that we are always towing something, so if you had a full length trundle tray, you had something up the front of it that was quite important and you're hooked up on the side of the road, you wouldn't be able to get the trundle tray out anyway. Yeah, I'm getting pretty excited about my trundle tray. It's my little workspace when we're on the road. It's my little tool shed. Righto, let's have a look inside this canopy, and there's a fair bit going on and a fair bit of good gear. This is the business side of the canopy, being that this is where the beers go. So we'll start at the back here, and the rear has a pull-out pantry. Again, this is one of those things like the trundle tray I didn't know I needed in my life until we started using it, and the last 2 trips this has been so handy. Now, we generally don't use this so much as a food pantry unless we're doing day trips, but generally we have our first aid kit, the fire lighters, the mozzie repellent, paper towel. You can never have enough paper towel when you're camping. Just anything you want to chuck in there, and you set it up how you want to set it up. It's just a great way to utilise the space, so you can just pull it out, you see what you got in there, you're not digging through into plastic tubs or anything like that. It just works bloody really well. And we also have this little tray underneath, which we actually use for all our torches, head torches, lights, charging cables, you know, cigarette lighters to light the fire, like just all those little random knickknacks that if you just had it in a big tub, you'd be searching through it. It's a nice long skinny tray. You pull it out, you can see what you've got. It works bloody fantastically. So we're really happy with how that's working so far. Beside it, we've got the Dometic NRX fridge. The fridge gets cold, it looks good. So as far as I'm concerned, it works well. So just in front of the fridge, between the fridge and the headboard, is where all the electricals are, and there is a ton of electrical gear in this canopy. We have LED lighting throughout. Not only are they dimmable, they're also dimmable bug lights as well, and they're switchable through the red arc, red vision screen. We also have door buzzers that are activated through the handbrake. So if the car's running and you take the handbrake off and the canopy is open, door buzzers go off inside the cab to alert you that the door's open, because I have definitely ripped a door off a toolbox in my own shed by driving out with when it's open. You just have to do that when you're spending good money on a canopy like this, because it can really ruin your day. So to go along with those door buzzers and add so much more functionality is the fact that they are central locking on the actual canopy doors, which is a great feature, because I know in previous setups, generally just don't lock the thing because you couldn't be bothered to walk up to it with a key. You hit the button and walk away from your ute. Generally your toolboxes are unlocked. This time they're not, and it's quite important because we do store a lot of our expensive camera equipment in here, so we know it's always secure. So that's a really good functionality feature. In the front here we have the brains of the system being a 3000 watt red arc inverter, the red arc Alpha 100, Rogue TVMS, and the red vision screen, all enclosed in a custom made box done by GWorks. This isn't a pre-wired system. Days of work setting up the electrical system in this and doing it in a way that can be diagnosed if something goes wrong, doing it in a way that nothing should go wrong in the first place, more importantly. Again, I've said it in previous videos, the 12 volt stuff I do really nerd out on, but it really does help the way we travel and how we cook, and I really enjoy just the hobby side of having everything work when you're far away from home, and this definitely does do that. And I really don't think I would change anything in this electrical setup, which is something I've never been able to say before in any other setup. I've always tinkered, and now it's like, I've got nothing to do when I get to camp. We're not chasing the sun, we just got power to burn. Driver's side of the canopy now. Predominantly this side's about storage. Righto, we'll start at the bottom of the canopy and we'll work our way up to the good bits. So down the bottom we have a utility drawer, and this was something also I wasn't sure I really wanted, but for us it's been valuable. We put all our camera gear in here, it's all in one place and it's all safe, and obviously that's not going to be in everyone's use, but I think having a drawer, I would nearly, to be honest, have two of these. I really do enjoy having that. You're not just stacking stuff on top of each other and not being able to find it. I have never seen 12 volt oven that big. Yeah, so that's a nice addition to the canopy. Beside it, we've got the ARB twin compressor. Tried, tested, it's pretty much still what everyone runs. Towards the back of the canopy, I've installed some fishing rod holders. Having somewhere for everything to go makes actually utilizing the space that much easier. You need a bit of spare space in any of your setup, and that's what this side of the canopy has really given us in spades. We have space to burn, and yeah, it all just works really well. We're really happy with the 1250 and the short little tray at the end for firewood. It's just a great combination, and with all the electronics and storage solutions inside it, yeah, we feel really lucky to have this. We're really proud of what we've built here and what GWorks have helped created, and the whole package together really does work bloody really well.
If you would like any more information on the GWorks trays and canopies or any parts for your vehicle, give us a call at All 4x4 Spares.